All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. It's Venus and Aries. Well, the direct motion of it anyway. It goes retrograde between April and June kind of time framing. But this energy, very important, especially here. I'm just sort of divining out through March, early April. I'm kind of asking about. Okay, not too far out. And this is why a couple of people questioned my read on Mars in Pisces. Oh, it doesn't, it's this and it's that. No, this is why. You have to consider the big energies around it. You have to consider more than just the energy you're looking at. Any good astrologer does, and any energy reader certainly does. Mars in Pisces this year is behaving the way it is. And I did the reading, and the reading came out the way it did, and you saw it fall on the table with the devil down the middle and all of that, in part because of Venus and Aries, which is very fiery this year. It's very fucking fiery. I'm going to tell you right now. It's part of a Venus retrograde. Well, yeah, but cycle. But it comes out of a watery sort of environment, and it hits fire. And it's just tearing at the walls. It really is. So this adds Mars in Pisces may lose the aggression, but this puts it back. And then you combine that with Mars in Pisces and the whole trust in the gut a little too quickly, which can look impulsive and aggressive to the outside observer. And you've got quite a mixture here. You've got something that ends up net being very aggressive. And that's why the Mars reading came out the way it did. I know what I'm doing. I always know why I'm doing it. I don't have time to spend 2 hours explaining it all. I mean, come on. If you don't trust me, you shouldn't be here. All right? That's the bottom line. It really is. Unless you're just here for fun, then have fun. Here we go. 10 swords, surface energy. 10 swords crossed by the 10 of pentacles. Fuck it. That's what this is. Surface energy. Fuck it. 8 of wands. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go for it. Fuck it. There's fire right there. They don't care about it if it disrupts their life, your life, somebody else's life, whatever. This needs to be done. This needs to be said. We go after it if we want it, if we feel it, if it's love, boy. Even in business, we do that too. That's probably why that came out of Pentacle. Somebody's coming for you. Somebody's talking to you. Somebody's reaching out. Somebody you thought was long gone. You could look at this as Mars in Pisces part 2 if you fucking want to. Underneath that, and they're not taking no for a fucking answer. It's victory after a long battle. It is a serious fucking victory energy transformation. I'm going to say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done. And the sad part about all of it is they probably are. And when Venus goes retrograde, which I think is around the end of April, it's a period of, oh shit, what did I do? That's going to be a fun reading. Because we're going to get to pull on the, oh shit, what did I do of it all? Right? But for now, somebody doesn't care about that bison. They don't care if it disrupts their life. They don't care if their wife or their husband doesn't like you. They don't care. They're probably going to reach out. That's what the surface energy says. All right? It is probably somebody from your past, 6 of Cups, a soulmate. And it's probably somebody who seems very different with a Wheel of Fortune when you talk to them. Okay? Very different. It is what it is. Right. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is bookending the 10 of Swords. Somebody wants to turn something around that's dead. We could read it that way too. The energy is very solid. There's always more than one energy in play. Even if I'm doing an alignment reading like Mars in Pisces or Venus in Aries, I'm considering sometimes dozens of other energies, including cycles that are in play. That's why I'm very clear to tell you in your weekly readings and shit, I'm not your astrologer and this ain't your fucking horoscope. I leave the astrology to the astrologers. There's a lot of gaps in that. You want energy readers doing your astrology and you want them pulling your cards. End of story. If you can find an astrologer that's also an energy reader, you got solid gold right there. I'll tell you what. Let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see why the fuck are we here. There's always a lot more in play than just the alignment. So you can look up what an alignment means all you want. But how it plays out in a given year is a lot more than just the alignment. It's the sum of the parts of the energies. This energy is, again, it's why the Mars reading came out the way it did. Somebody coming at you. Sneak attack. I believe it. I got it here. I got a lot more. I got the aggression right here. It's more passion, maybe, than aggression. You know, it's coming at you with Venus type energy, not necessarily Mars, but it's still, when you pair it with Mars and Pisces, where somebody assumes they're right. You know, one of the drawbacks of Mars and Pisces is we listen to our gut really quickly, and we assume that we're right. We don't even consider for a moment that we might be wrong. No, I'm just going to do this. No, I'm not wrong, right? That's always dangerous, to assume you're always right. You know, you should always allow for the fact that you might not be. All right, here we go. It's also fucking arrogant, but whatever. Let's see where we go. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? 7 Swords. Well, I do declare. All right. Seven, our southern debutante showed up. Something feels off. No, I'm not saying it. I'm saying something. We're here because something's off. Something doesn't quite feel right to you with somebody in your life, somebody you're attached to. This is very weird. I love it when this happens. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's just see what comes after the cut. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. What's underneath that? Then there's our pre-shuffle coming back, or a couple of cards from it anyway. Shit. It's very simple. These cards back up the pre-shuffle. It's what I said in the pre-shuffle. Somebody's showing up, right? Not taking no for an answer still, right? But something is off about it. I don't know if they're lying to you. I think you might lie to them. Somebody lying to somebody. Something smells off, all right? Something smells funny. Let's see. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you fucking find it, you're meant to find it. I'm not a fucking time lord. All right. Let's see where we go. Overall energy is 2 swords. It's peace. It's somebody coming to I got that from the fucking, yeah. Somebody coming to broker peace with violence. It's like, it's like somebody trying to beat the peace out of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're going to get along, whether you like it or not, right? And they're pounding on you while they're talking like that. Okay, all right, there's a bit of that. Underneath that, yeah, it's peace, apology. What did I say? I waited to look. You know, I always do for you I do whenever possible. Sometimes I forget to wait. I just get overexcited and say, oh, I wish I'd have waited, right? I say that sometimes. But this time I waited. I said peace, right? Apology, right? Somebody's saying they're sorry to you, Page of Cups, while they're punching you in the face. That's why something feels off about it. It's like a really aggressive apology. You could look at it that way. If you don't take me literally, just catch my drift. Nobody's punching you in the face, but you did have a rolling pin or a 20 gauge in the Pisces reading, I believe. But nobody's actually doing that. It's just somebody's apologizing to you, and it sounds like they're yelling at you. Something feels off to you about an apology from somebody. Something feels off. You're not buying it? It's just... This can be as well the energy of there's the 7 swords again. I was right. I'm right here about what I'm about to say. This can be as well it's like somebody didn't want to be your friend. Just to give you a scenario. Somebody didn't want to be your friend, but then they found out who you were. You were somebody, or you know somebody, and all of a sudden they want to be your friend, right? Popular people run into this all the time. You don't have to be popular. That's just this energy, right? I don't know. Somebody they didn't want to know you. Somebody told them, hey, Steve's viewers got 3 tits. Are you serious? Right? All of a sudden they're back. Right? Wow. It is what it is. That's what I'm getting here. All right, let's go. Let's pull a reading. Let's pull a pyramid on this one. How do they feel about you is here. How they see you is here. And potential final outcome is here for you. Your final outcome. I will clarify everything probably, or whatever needs clarifying. Throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. They are sweet. It's a Venus reading, so they're definitely sweet. All right, and again, with the Pisces reading thing, I know what the meaning of all of these alignments is. I know exactly what they mean, but there's other energies in play that make them behave differently, right? Okay, it is what it is. This is the energy that's making what's typically a Mars in Pisces not aggressive kind of energy, it's making it aggressive. Because Venus happens to be in Pisces at the same time, and it's blending with other energies that we just come off of, like a world point, which only happens every 36 years, and all kinds of other epic shit that's going on, including an eclipse. All right? Let's go. How do they feel? It's my job to, it's like I say on the weekly readings, it's my job to worry about what's crisscrossing what. You just sit back and enjoy the reading, right? That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. 3 of Cups. 9 of Cups. He's picking up a theme here. And there's the sword. There's the, again, it's what I said. That's the Knight of Swords. I want to call it a page, but it's not. Somebody here, how they feel about you. It's like somebody saying, I love you, but they're saying, I love you, right? And shaking you while they're doing it. It's a bit of that. It's a swordsy kind of love. I don't know if that's a love song or not, if that's ever been a song, a swordsy kind of love, but we could write it right now. I could get the guitar, we'll come up with it, and it would be fun. All right, let's see where we go here. What do they think about you? 5 of Wands, combative, and the 4 of Wands. Again, it's the same energy. I want to marry you. Will you marry me? Right? It's somebody's punching you with it. It's like they write you a note and they stick it to you with a pen right on you, like that. I mean, that's one thing that they think about. Somebody does want a happy new beginning with you, but they're primed for a fight. They're primed for an argument. For some reason, they're very conflicted about it at the same time. They think you might want to pick a fight with them as well. I don't know. It's just what it comes out. This is going to be one to clarify for sure. What's your potential final outcome? Red with 9 cups. This ain't my fucking wish. All right, what do we get? Yeah, that's what I thought. The death card. No shit. No shit. I'm not even fucking playing with that. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean death, of course. It does on TV, but not here. It doesn't. You get a reboot with somebody, but it costs you something. Okay? It's costly, right? Look at what it cost this buzzard. Look, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. You get a reboot with this person if you want it, but it's very costly to you. All right, let's see where we go. All right, let's see where we go. Tell me about the 9 cups. Randomly at the bottom of our witches that we're going to clarify with is a Page of Cups, by the way. All right, and again, that apology. It's there. I believe it. Tell me about the 9 of Cups. Why is it here? Unbelievable. Even the bird doesn't like it. When he's quiet, that means something too. He's just sitting there watching. All right. Well, he's worried about that, probably. No, relax. You're fine. I looked it up. You're not good eating. All right, so it's fine. He gets worried every Thanksgiving. Is this my year? Nah, there's not enough meat on him. Right? He's like one McNugget. That's it. That's the most you could make. Maybe a little gravy. That's about it. All right, here we go with the 9 cups. Let's see where we're at. It's crossed by passion and strength and lust and strength and the heart chakra and strength and Leo energy and passionate, lusty, forward fucking movement. Feeling somebody who's been repressed now, 9 of Wands, somebody tired energy. Somebody who feels repressed now just wants to, I don't know. This person is just letting it out. This is Venus in Aries, okay? With Mars and Pisces energy. Let's just focus on those 2. Those are just 2 of about 24 energies in play. But Mars and Pisces, their gut is telling them, you want me, right? Their libido is telling them, you want me. That's why the devil came out in the middle position in the Mars reading. It read like Rapey McRaperman energy. It really did. The handsy person at the bar. Or you're like, should I let them drive me home? Probably not. Not really a bright move. Right? What's on top? The Queen of Pentacles. God, this person, just you're all they're focused on. What did I say in the pre-shuffle? No, seriously, what did I say? I don't remember. No. I was talking about the Ten of Pentacles. I said they don't even care about if they're married or in a relationship. They don't care. I don't care if it wrecks my home. I gotta bang that. Okay? Just a lot of repression here. Now, if they are married, they're bored with it. Why is that here? Oh, don't even tell me. Oh, okay, I knew it. I said, don't even tell me. I knew it. Oh, fuck. I thought it was going to be a Knight of... I was hoping it was going to be a Knight of Cups. Oh, it's a fucking Page of Cups. Again. In their mind. Well, not in their mind. This would be in their soul, in their feelings, in their heart. They've got a very soft apology for you that comes out like they're punching you in the face. They've got this person's love language is with a sword. You just have to accept that. And I've told you that before. This person's come in before in a recent reading. I said their love language is with a sword. It is. It really is. We're going to do a compare. We're going to do something a little different here. I'm going to do this is what they want to say, and this is how it comes out. Okay? We'll see what happens here. So this is the soft, what they want to say. The Three of Cups, the flow of water, the emotion. All right? Let's just see what they want to say. Let's pull on that emotion right now. The ocean of emotion, the nice, quiet, perched birds, like I got one here. Nice and quiet. He's perched. He's on one foot, one eye a little bit closed, falling asleep. You know, nice and soft in here with the nice energy of the cups before we get to this fucker, right? Which is not a perched bird, I would like to point out. It's a tawny owl diving at you. Oh, what they like to say. Oh, you're everything they wished for. You're everything I want. I want to take my pants off and walk through a swamp with you. I mean, I don't know. You're their wish. You're their star. You're their beacon in the storm. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry I walked away. Somebody here, I'll leave somebody for you. I really will. Oh, I've been up all night thinking about you. I can't stop. All I can think about is that we're not together, and I don't even care what's going on in my life. I'm coming towards you. I got an apology for you. This is how they love to say it. That kind of feeling, right? I mean, it's almost like, it reminds me of that, I doubt too many of my viewers know it, but it's an old song from a group in the 70s called Dr. Hook, right? Sounds villainous, but it sounds like death metal, but they weren't. They had a song called Sylvia's Mother. And the way the guy sings the song, he's like pretty much crying in the song. And like, that's what's coming out here. That's sort of what my voice was doing with that energy, right? Sylvia's Mother. Oh, God, I haven't thought about that song in ages. I'll tell you what. All right, here we go. Knight of Swords. Now, how's it come out? Now, maybe it comes out like death metal. I don't know. That's the perched bird, right? I've thought about you all the time. The star crossing with the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Now, I walked away, and I never really walked away. That's what they'd like to say. What's going on here? So let's see how it comes out. How it comes out. Okay. Crossed by the Five of Swords. Somebody stabbing themselves in the foot. Well, I thought I walked away and I shouldn't have. I thought about you all night. I walked away and I'm fucking glad I did. But now I'm fucking up all night, so fuck you. You know, that's right there. That's stabbing themselves in the foot. It's the same sentiment, put a little bit differently. Not exactly Sylvia's Mother from Dr. Hook. All right, what's on top here? Yeah, the Four of Wands. And why is that here? There's my Knight of Cups. I thought that was going to be a Knight of Cups. There he is. He's right there. So it's somebody saying, somebody might actually ask you to be in a relationship. Somebody might court you into being a relationship in this manner. They might blame shift. It might come out as them blame shifting. It might come out just the way I sort of acted it out here, where they say this sentiment, but it comes out different. Either way, their intention is this. The base energy is that. The crossing energy is that, and the bridging energy, is that. The Seven of Wands. It's very combative. You want to marry me or not? Come on, right? It's like, oh my God, take it easy there, motherfucker. Calm the motherfucker down, sport. All right, there you go. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, you want to marry me or not is not a fucking proposal. Unless you're in fucking Brooklyn or, parts of Jersey, so we fucking marrying or what? I mean, I don't know. Five of Wands, why is it here? Oh, man. Here we go. Let's see where we're at. Five of Wands. What do they think about you? Well, when they think about you, they get mad in their head. It's what I get here when somebody is thinking about you. I get someone slamming their palm into their forehead going, what the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck was I thinking? Right, like that. This is a very frustrating Venus transit. It really is. It's very fiery in this fucking, Venus is a hot planet anyway. You put it in Aries, right? Venus also has a lot of pressure. You wouldn't last a millisecond on the surface. It's tons and tons and tons of pressure. It's fucking unreal. All right, I mean, it's a bajillion pounds of pressure. Plus, it's hotter than fucking bejesus. Fucking hell. All right, let's see where we go. It's hotter than Mercury, actually, because the atmosphere is so thick. It holds all the heat in. It gets hotter and hotter. Five of Wands. Tell me about this Five of Wands. I'd rather redirect this. In other words, when they see you, why is Five of Wands pop in their head? Is it the slamming their palm in the forehead? Oh God, what was I thinking? Or is it something else? Yeah, it's the slam in the hand. It's Ten of Wands. It's hard for this person to think about you. They think about you. They think about how stupid they were. Right? They also make up some kind of story, and this happens all the time with the DMs, where you're in peril, or you look like you need some help. Maybe I can lend Steve's viewers some money. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. They seem to think that you're under some kind of pressure. Okay, in looking at that, but yes, they're also slamming the palm into their head, going, "What the fuck was I thinking?" Yeah. You could have had a Steve's viewer. Instead, you don't. I mean, what's on top of you? The Chariot. And why is that here? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to come to your rescue. They think you're in some kind of pressure, or under some kind of pressure. Right? Okay. I mean, they want to rush to your rescue. I got the funds you need, baby. Okay. All right. Take it easy. Look, if somebody wants to give you money, just take it. Pride would be foolish here. A fool and his money soon go their separate way. If this fool wants to come in, you don't care. Steve, I'm a multi-bajillionaire. I'm not under any kind of pressure. Okay. But you could be a multi-bajillionaire. If somebody wants to give you $20, let them. Whatever. Here we go. Somebody wants to give you $20,000, let them. Here we go with the Four of Wands. It's not necessarily money. Could be emotional. It is a Venus transit. Right, so every DM right now, because of Mars and Pisces and what their gut's telling them that they're listening to real quick, and Venus and Aries, hot Venus and hot Aries, right? Everybody's DM, runner, chicken shit, afraid to be vulnerable, Burger King is all of a sudden Dr. Love, all of a fucking sudden, right? I know, even the bird laughed. I don't know if you caught that. He laughed when I said that. And he a Pisces, You don't want to fuck with that. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. I wasn't going to mention it. I don't want it to go to his head, but today is Flam the Parrot's birthday. That's why he's in here. He's 23 today. I'm going to take him out for drinks again later. Here we go. Four of Wands. He had a birthday breakfast he only gets once a year. It's very human-like. The Four of Cups. Wow. It's what I said. Did I say it? Or did I imagine I said it? Hold on. No, I did. I said, here's my card spread. Right? It's somebody who wasn't interested in banging Blondie before. Your Blondie, where my thumb is there. Wasn't interested before. Then they found out something through the grapevine, or they thought about it. They realized, what's that third bump in the shirt? Does Steve's viewer have a third tit? I mean, then they found out about it, and now all of a sudden they're interested. It's a now all of a sudden they're fucking interested energy. That's what it is. All of a sudden, this person is interested where they weren't before. They look at you and they see you differently. They see you now as marriage material where they didn't before. Again, don't take me literally. Just catch my drift. I'm sure you don't have 3, 8, 10 tits, but it is that. It happens a lot to celebrities. You don't know who the person is, then you find out all of a sudden now I got to know them. You start crawling back. It is what it is. I don't know. Maybe you're popular. Maybe they figured out you could do something for them. So they're trying hard to put some pressure to find something wrong with you that they can help with so that you owe them one. This happened. It could play out that way too. It could play out 1,000 different ways. Oh, just catch my drift here. What's on top? 6 of Cups. Yeah, now they're back. Someone who walked away, who wasn't interested before from your past, now returns. The 6 of Cups. It's what I said. Why is that here? The Star. We've been getting the Star a lot, haven't we? Right? It's everywhere. It ties it over to here. They're trying to figure out, take it for what it's worth to you. It doesn't surprise me. We started this reading with a 7 of Swords in the cut position. And I said, something smells off to you, right? This is where it is. This is where the rubber hits the road on smells, right? It smells weird. I smell a burnt rubber. What does Steve always say about roasted walnuts, burnt walnuts when somebody's lying? Yeah, you're going to smell that all over the place here. Somebody's trying desperately to come up with what you want to hear. They're probably going to try to figure out what you want to hear and say it. And that's probably why you smell burning walnuts. All right? It's probably why something smells a little off to you. It's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of all of a sudden someone's interested here and extremely interested, passionately interested. You pair that with Mars in Pisces, it's a little, should I get in a car with this person? Am I going to end up on one of those news programs Steve always talks about? Think about it. Most of those people on those damn shows, if they could read people, it never would have happened to them. I feel bad for them. I'm sorry for your loss. But your person, my God, were they thinking? A good percentage of them. So, again, it's good that you smell something's off here. There's no devil on the table. Everything's fine. It's going to cost you something to be with this person, though. It costs you. I want to say it's going to cost you your soul here, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think so. Why is the Death card here? I don't think I need to be that dramatic. All right. The Death card. Why is it here? Why is it here? Crossed by the King of Cups. What's underneath that before I open my mouth? Yeah, the 6 of Pentacles. Stop before you give to this. You have a lot of feelings for whoever this is. You do. But before you give to this, the environmental energy is going to encourage you to stop for a second. Make sure that shell throne floats, okay? Make sure you got your floaties on here. What's on top? Page of Wands. Take it slow, maybe. Why's that here? Page of Swords. Oh, you following me here? What's the bridging energy? What's bookending the Death card? The 6 of Wands. That 6 of Wands, that same energy keeps coming up. I may have even said this in a recent reading in between things. There was a reading I pulled recently that had a 6 of Wands as a final outcome for you. Pay the fuck attention to that. That is a massively important reading. Whatever. Honestly, I don't remember which one it was because I wash them when I'm done. You know more than I do. Either way, yeah. It's what I said. We'll talk about these in a minute. It's what I said. These are bookends here. You can have what you want with this person, but it's costly. It costs this guy all of his feathers and meat and giblets. He's got no giblets. Let's be honest. Why is that? Why? I'll phrase it this way, just so everybody, you just catch my drift. Don't make the mistake of overestimating this person. Okay? Don't make the mistake of overestimating. What do I mean by that? I mean, with Venus in Aries and with Mars in Pisces, you might discount everything. Well, it smells funny. They're telling me what I want to hear, but they did ask me to marry them, and throw in the phrase, so or what. I mean, yeah, but, they mean well. Okay? Yeah, they stole $1,000 from my wallet, but they mean well. They're such a good soul, that kind of a thing. Yeah, but we still need to address the elephant in the room. And this energy will help you. The energy of this combined with Mars will help you address many elephants in many rooms. What I don't want you to do is make the mistake that a lot of people make. Okay, and a lot of people on those Dateline and 2020 shows, news shows that I talk about, make this mistake. And you might be inclined to make it here, which is trying to find the good in somebody. Be careful about that. Be careful about discounting here. All right, this person, yep, they got a lot of good in them. I'll save you the trouble of trying to find the good in this person. I think they're terrific. I do. I love this. It's funny. I had a good time with their energy. I know how they feel, and I know how it comes out. I may have exaggerated it, but I'm not that far off. All right, but I did exaggerate it for entertainment purposes. I'll save you the trouble of trying to find the good in this person. It's there. What you need to look at here is more motive. All right, and just take a step back for a moment, because this person, I will tell you what, you're in some capacity. Again, just catch my drift. In some capacity, you're a mark to this person. This person looks at people, whether it's someone they're married to or someone they're going out with or whatever it is. This could be a family member or a friend you have a soul connection with. It's likely a love connection or an ex. There was a lot of passion here. But, sometimes we feel pretty passionately about people in our families and things like that. Not in a, nasty way. You know what I mean. Anyway, you're a mark to this. Everybody is a mark to this person. In other words, they're a type of person of what's in it for them, sort of a thing, and they'll find it, and they will. And when they find what's in it for them, what you've got, they will strip you clean of it. Okay, they will literally do that. It is what it is. Frank Zappa was this kind of musician. He would do that with his band. He would put a band together, and he would find something that each player was really good at, and he would just pillage it. Right? He would just take it and have them do it and do it and do it right to the peak of their level. Right? Sometimes it was impossible, the stuff he was asking them to do. It's a bit of that here. This person, that's why I keep pointing this bird out. Scaring Flem the parrot. But I keep pointing this bird out. They will pick you clean. So don't end this with disappointment. All right? Don't. Just go into this with the attitude of knowing who you're dealing with. Make sure your shell throne is nice and stable, and keep in mind you're going to be the one doing most of the giving. Okay, I will tell you that right now. But yeah, I think this is an interesting soulmate you've got here, whoever this is, and obviously it plays out at different levels. You're all dealing with a different person, but at their core they are a good person. There's no devil that came out on the table here, just the Seven of Swords for reasons we've already talked about. But no, this is fine, It is what it is. And the devil only came out in the Mars and Pisces reading because of how it's perceived. It's how they feel. They feel this almost like it's uncontrollable. And I got that with the Strength card that was crossing here. That same type of energy, But because it's Venus, it didn't come out as a devil this time, right? All right, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. We'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. Maybe we'll try and find the devil. Well, maybe we'll try and find the good. No, I'm just kidding. We already can see the good. The good is there. It's right there in the top row. They just are who they are. I mean, in a lot of cases, you just got to accept people for who they are. And if it's bad, you need to stay away from them. If you got to try too hard to find the good, at some point you go, I'm going to end up on one of those news programs. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. What else the universe wants to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo? It is what it is. Again, remember, it's important that you don't take me literally. I'm reading energy for thousands of people here. Same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. All you got to do is catch my drift. Just catch the gist of what I'm saying here. The Ace of Wands, Temperance, King of Wands, the Burger King, and Chariot. But I need to see what's under that. The King of Swords is under the Chariot. So, Chariot and King of Swords across in Temperance, my Archangel Michael energy here. A lot of truth here with that. Healing energy. These are red, center, left, right. Anytime you say anything truthful to this person, it's just a message for you. Anytime you say anything truthful to this person, okay, it goes along with what I was saying. Their initial instinct will be to lie to you back. Be aware of that with this person. That's that Seven of Swords. That's you smelling something's a little off. You're right. I'm telling you you're right. Okay? Accept that. It is what it is. Their initial reaction to truth is to lie. It can play out a lot of different ways. You know people like this who they always got to one up. They always have to one up. Even if it's a lie, they'll one up you, right? I just got my new car today. What do you think? Oh, it's really nice. I got a new car too. You know, I got the SXL model. You only got the XL. You know, they're lying. They just have to do that. So whatever truth you give this person, their initial reaction is going to be a lie, but it fades out quick. It'll fade into the truth, okay, if you let it. So I'm telling you this so you don't call them on the lie right off. You did not get an SXL. You know, that kind of just shh. It'll fade down and they'll come back with, I was just kidding. I didn't get it. Right, like that. So just keep that in mind a little bit, all right? They have almost like a song fades in or fades out. They have a fader for their truth. It kind of fades in and fades out, if you will. It is what it is. It's just a defense mechanism for this person. I don't know why. Probably something to do with their childhood. Maybe we'll find it in the extended. I'll pull a psych read on them maybe. I don't know. You never know what I'll do. Anyway, that's that. So you need to be as truthful as you can be. Okay? Try not. If you lie too, then we got two liars. It's not worth it. One of you's got to be telling the truth. They will initially come back with a lie, but it'll fade out into some sort of truth that you can work with. But it might be similar to a Steve's Love Tarot reading in that you might not want to take them literally. You might just want to catch their drift. Okay? All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.